So on Christmas Eve, I went to the hospital because I had been feeling really sick for 2 days. I mean, really, really sick. And I just couldn't take it anymore. So they went there, they ran my urine, and it came back clear. They got a procalcitonin on me. It came back as 30.3, and they also got a lactate, which was good. But then they said the rest of my blood tests and tests were normal, besides I had an enlarged spleen. So they sent me home. I told them I knew something pretty bad was wrong with me, but they refused to believe me and told me if they admitted me to hospital, they would not be giving me any care, including my usual fluids and TPN, so I really had no choice but to go home. I'm really glad I did get the chance to celebrate Christmas with my family, but I'm annoyed we couldn't have treated this sooner. But I really did have one of the best Christmases, and I wasn't feeling perfect, but they did give me some antibiotics in the ER the day before, so that helped me actually have a good and fulfilling Christmas, and I'm so happy that happened for me. Then on Christmas night, they call me and they tell me that my cultures came back positive and I needed to go to the ER immediately. I told them I'm going to a different ER because of how I was treated, and I went to Presbyterian St. Luke's, and that's where I'm at now. I'm hopeful this is going to be a short stay because we caught this really early. It's probably just bacteremia and not full-blown sepsis. Now just praying I get out of here before my surgery on the 29th. Anyways, I'm going to try to get some rest. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Hey guys, it is 6:30 in the morning. They just hung some new antibiotics for me, and they're testing the vancomycin levels in my blood or something like that. We're gonna see if I can have some apple juice, and I will go to bed after shift change. Wishing you guys a good night. So I can only talk for a few minutes at a time due to that beeping you hear. But I just had my blood pressure drop really low. I was super confused. They gave me a bolus of saline and brought it up. But I remember like 30 minutes of just this man asking questions and not being able to understand or communicate back to him. It was really scary. And then I got a mucus plug in my trach, and when I went to reach for it, he was afraid I was gonna pull everything out. And so I had to let my cuff down, and he was not very happy about that. But then I got them to bring in a cleaning kit, and I took out my trach and cleaned out the mucus plug, and now I'm doing much better, but that was all very scary. I gotta fill my kit up again. Bye, guys. My boyfriend made sure to stop by as much as possible, even though I couldn't speak to him and had to use an AAC device. Here I am, just suctioning my trach. Not entirely sure why I put this clip in here, but my lungs were not doing well, and I had to suction like every 5 minutes, and it was extremely annoying. And here's a little bit of my room. So a little note here. My old nurse followed me on TikTok, and she came in and braided my hair and washed it to help me feel better, which was extremely sweet. And then I played some Animal Crossing. My boyfriend got me the DLC, and I'm having a ton of fun with it. And then my nurse gave me some slippers. So great news. I'm back on my vent after having a meeting with Lawrence Hope IDs, so you'll see that soon. Probably more on TikTok and Instagram, but that's real exciting. But I will be going home today, and tomorrow I will be having my surgery. I will be going home on IV antibiotics, and we will continue those in the hospital, but everything should be good to go. So one final statement for me after I had surgery. That was a really rough stay, probably one of the roughest of my life, but I'm so glad that I got out and I have officially had my surgery. So really everything I was worried about, I didn't need to be, except for the fact that we had no idea at any point when I was getting out until we finally found the susceptibility of my bacteria. Thank you all for joining me. I will in a week or two have up a urostomy vlog, which will go very in depth into that process. I want to help make the decision easier for people who were in my position, choosing between a suprapubic catheter and a urostomy a few months